us out. So, yeah. Hello. Good enough. Hello. Lord have mercy. Today was okay. It was just a pretty lazy day. I've been seeing a lot of videos about ADHD, where there's evidently that people think it's a trend. So everybody says, "Oh, I have ADHD." It's not a trend. It's a horrible. I hate. That's probably why I go to sleep after I drink coffee or energy drinks or anything. Why half the time, like today, I just did not want to do a fucking thing, and I have been diagnosed with ADHD years ago. Because of the way I would be in class, I guess I wouldn't really pay too much attention, and that also could be though because my it was boring too. So I don't know. But today was okay for the most part. The most part. My yeah, it was okay for the most part. Anywho, I'm ready to find a place to live somewhere else. But of course, I've said that many a times now. Hopefully, I'll find something. Figure where I'm gonna go soon. That way, I can start looking where I'm gonna go and hopefully find a place and get everything switched over. If it's a different state, that takes a little bit of time, so. Did some gardening a little while ago, so. I'm doing alright. And now I'm having a lazy dinner. I'll tell you in a minute what it is. Good enough. Ouch. Fine. So, doing chicken patties, but I don't want a sandwich, I eat bread when I'm in the mood for it. I'm not in the mood for it. I had milk toast earlier. So I had bread today already. So what I did is I diced up a tomato, crushed up Dorito chips. This is the last, I already cut up 2 chicken patties. This is another 2. Mayo and chicken seasoning. Like a sandwich without the bread. Just fucking things up in the kitchen, figuring what sounds good, tastes good. So, how's everybody else's day? Let's see. Pretty good. So, there we go. Boy, it's all quiet, isn't it? Why is everybody so quiet? Be right back. Don't go nowhere. Or the people. Hello. Oh. It's like after 10 p.m. It's like 10:11 here. So how was everybody's day? Tell me. Hello. I lie awake. I drive myself crazy. Drive myself crazy. Thinking of you. Made a mistake when I let you go, baby. Yeah, it's kind of nice. Don't you think? I've said it before and I'll say it again. I don't know how people thrive on drama. I'd rather be chill and peaceful and, My day was good. My day, well, for the most part. For the most part. Dealt with, the what you call it, the guy from the gas company came. See, and then had a bit of a, my landlord didn't know that they were coming, and she was not happy that I did not tell her. Well, I thought she knew because I thought she'd get a letter. She never got a letter, nothing. But, I confirmed it with her that, I was on the phone for over an hour with the gas company because the guy didn't leave me a receipt or anything saying a work thing saying he, did it. So I was on the phone for over an hour with the gas company trying to figure it out because the guy, turned his phone off. And finally I talked to somebody and took the phone up to her and she talked to him, so it was all good. So yeah, that was how my day went, basically. And I really didn't have any oomph to do anything. But I did clean my bathroom and my kitchen, so that's a plus. Did some gardening. Got the broccoli. Oh man. I had to talk to her again about the she's like, if there's repairs needed on the house, you need to tell me. And so about the drain in the tub. So she's been away for about a week and now she's back and so she's gonna call the guys tomorrow that work on the house in half for years. And because there's somebody that will come do the plumbing part. If he don't do it, if she can't get hold of them, then she's gonna call somebody else that she knows. There's nothing like taking a shower then have to manually drain your tub with a bucket. It's so much fun. And it's not. The thing is that I had the guys look at it before, but evidently they don't understand English. Didn't tell her. They said it's not up here. It's like down lower. So, but it is what it is. At least it'll be fixed soon. And then I gotta get a hold of Walmart because the My little washer is now leaking whenever it drains. Which is why my bathroom flooded that night, was because it was leaking underneath. And I've had it for about a year, thankfully. I got the 2-year warranty on it. It's like one thing after another. But they say when things go like this, when things, when your manifestations and blessings are going to come in, because before it happens, things fall apart. Things start going south. So I figure that's what it is. That's why things are happening the way they're happening, I guess. So, it is what it is. Always focus on the positive. I try to anyway. But I did cheer up later on when I saw my favorite person's post in that, so well as post and just saw some videos on here that some of the fans have posted for him, so seeing his face and hearing his voice makes me happy. All the time. No matter what mood I'm in. Fuck. No. DM me and remind me to do that tomorrow. That's the only way I'm gonna fucking remember, I think. Haven't even been wearing them. But I do often wonder if someone has been trying to put some shit on me, some bad mojo. Because when I'm waking up with excruciating migraines, and I haven't for quite some time, that's very interesting to me, along with a couple other things. Like, I know they have before, so it wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, the stepbrother actually knows the high priestess in Oklahoma, so that's just... And they have before. But it is what it is. Shit don't work with me. Me, on the other hand, I'm just a spiritualist freak of nature. Right? What I do find interesting is, even after all this that's happened, now I'm on 500 a day. I'm supposed to take 250 in the morning and 250 at night, but I take them both in the morning because I have a tendency to... Sometimes I will fall asleep sitting here and then not wake up till 4 or 4:30, go in the bed, and then I miss the dose. And so I take them both in the morning. I need a fucking vacation. It also might be the way I've been, like, sometimes, like I say, I fall asleep out here, so I have arthritis in my neck, and depending on how I fall asleep or whatever, it'll affect my migraine. Give me a headache and that, so I gotta start, instead of falling asleep here, I gotta go to the bedroom instead of falling asleep out here. At least try to. So I have an announcement to make. I don't know how well this is gonna go for me, but I'm gonna try. Um, I've been doing the gardening for a long time. And I think once I'm done with what I have, um, I'm going to try and be done with it altogether. Um, so, like I said, I've been doing it for a long time. It could be part of why I'm having migraines now. Also, why I haven't been feeling good lately. Like today, I was so nauseous, it's not even funny. And it can have the adverse effects. So, I don't know for sure if I'm going to, but we're going to see. Um, and my card expires in 45 days, so either I pay $200 to get it renewed, even though I may not be here for another year, or, it is legal here, I might as well just, and half the time, the majority of the time I don't go to the medical place anyway. You know. That's true. So, let me tell y'all something. I was in the hospital for about 5 or 6 days, almost a week, um, over New Year's of 2024, because I was doing it from the time I woke up till the time I went to sleep. And when you do it all the time like that, it will have the adverse effects. I couldn't keep anything in my body, and it took me 4 days before I could eat anything because I had no appetite. And I was really nauseous and everything else, so it took me, you know. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. That's true. Um, Today I only did one round, if that makes sense. Just have to fucking censor everything. I only did one. Or did I do two? One or two. But one thing is for sure, when it comes to the VAPE, I'm not going to do that anymore because that is actually, every time I use that, it's not good. Um, do you know what we're talking, like, yeah, if you do it all the time, it can, but it also has a lot of benefits. It just depends on the person. Um, but the VAPE one is a 2 gram, And oh yeah, not a good idea. Um, yeah, I have the broccoli one, and it was just convenient, carry it around. I can do it, don't smell like it. But I've noticed it always makes me feel, and I'm not talking about the effect. I'm talking about it makes me want to throw up lately, and I don't know why. So I got a 2G one, and somehow, some way, it's like, and I got it not that long ago, and it looks like it's almost empty, and I don't use it that much. Yes, that's why I was in the hospital over New Year's of 2024. 2023 to 2024 into there. But yeah. Um and I'm starting to feel it like I did then, before I went to the hospital. So it's like, okay, it's time to just take a break or quit altogether. In fact, if I'm trying to be in the industry, I need a I can't be doing that like I do, because you gotta work hard, and you got things you gotta focus on, and things like that. I can't, the two don't go well together at the same time. So I gotta kind of figure it out, basically. So, how is everybody? I did fill out a thing to see a psychiatrist for my anxiety and PTSD and that too. Because the only way I'm gonna be able to get the medication for the anxiety and the PTSD and that is to see one. So, hello. Maybe the reason I have been doing the broccoli so much is because of everything. So maybe it will help me. At least I hope it does. It's one that isn't being chosen by her, and you know what I mean? I also need to get a regular doctor, make an appointment with a regular doctor, and so then they can do write a thing so I can go to pain management and specialist for the gastroparesis. if I'm going to do this entertainment business thing, um, I gotta be healthy, right? And I'm not talking about just physically. I need to be healthy physically, mentally, emotionally. So I need to focus on that and not. People think I'm crazy because I go to a psychiatrist to get help from whatever. Then that's their fucking problem. Yeah, a lot of people have said I'm so strong, and they, you know, and I am. Oh, I've already had terrible realistic dreams. They're called night terrors. So, yeah. So and I really want to do this entertainment thing, so I'm going to do what I need to do, you know. I gotta focus on making myself better. All the way around. Yes, my life, obviously, but maybe you know, like I said, maybe I do have ADHD after all. The overthinking and everything else. I mean, they diagnosed me at the age of, 1990. No, I don't actually. I don't. I'm glad I went through. I am. I'm actually really glad I went through from it. I'm really good at it, but it's not. With everything that I've had to be dealing with and everything, I was going to school for criminal justice, and then having to do with all that. So that showed me that no, it's too much stress, and so it's yes, I've studied serial unalivers and all that, and crimes and all that since I was, early teens, before I was a teenager. It's always, I have a detective mind, yes, but it's not where my heart is. My dreams, my dream has always been to sing, to be honest. I love it, and I always have. I never thought I'd be modeling, though, but evidently I'm a natural. So, and then, acting in that. So, I would rather, follow my dreams and take a chance and risks, whatever, if it means that I get to do what I love doing. You know? And after everything that's happened and everything that's been said about me and to me and the lies that have been told about me and that, I have the thick skin to be in the industry, obviously. Right? So, If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be, baby, if it's meant to be. Yes, I know. I know. But it's not what you think. It's not like what you think. We don't get distracted like that. Do we have distractions? Yes. But when I need to focus on something, I can focus on it. That's not a problem. Maybe I'm not ADHD. I don't know. When I talk to the doctor, see what he thinks. Or she. Hopefully it's a female. Then again, I don't trust either. Those are females. Everything will work out the way it's meant to. Right? I always say that. But mostly I'm doing that for my anxiety and my PTSD. Because after everything that's happened on top of my childhood and everything, I need to, God, I hate admitting that I need help. I need help with healing, so what do you do when you need help healing? You go see a doctor, right? So, that's what I'm gonna do. They're gonna be calling me on Wednesday. It's like a 15-minute thing to talk to me at first and then get me set up with a doctor or whatnot, I guess. I don't know how it works. I have anxiety and CPTSD, kind of in the middle of an identity crisis. Not really sure who I am, and that's literally, I know, but I don't know. Overthink everything, and I have dealt with a lot this for my whole life, but especially online for 2.5 years now. And it never stops. I mean, if you want to know everything, just look up my Heather McCord on YouTube and yeah. My lives have been recorded. There's over 170 videos on there. And there have been so many lies told about me. Certain people pretending to be my daughter, pretending to be the man I'm in love with, just a lot has been going on. Plus having memories come up and basically a lot of torment brought on by others. And I wear a mask very, very well. And I know this is going to be posted too on YouTube, so it is what it is. I've had my address doxed hundreds of times. I've had my old phone number. I've had to change my number because of it. A certain person called the police and had him show up at my house twice. The scare tactics, the threats, it just goes on and on. Well, don't leave it here. Just DM me if you want. Yeah, there's just been so much. And it's hard for me to trust doctors, and now I'm like, I don't want to see a psychiatrist. Has to in the past, and, you know. I always try and look at the positive of everything and focus on the positive of everything. I think everything has finally been taking a toll on my physical health, to be quite honest. Maybe that's why I've been feeling the way I've been feeling. You know? See, with me, the whole thing is, I get physical shit wrong. That's not the mentally it doesn't affect me really, but physically it does. And stress and everything else. I mean, I felt so sick I felt sicker than I had in a long time this morning, and I actually ate milk toast for lunch. I think one of the biggest things for me is I know that it's just gonna be calm for a little while, then it's gonna start back up with something else. They're just gonna try and come up with something else, like it'll be quiet till I let my guard down. So, last time it was, you know what, it got quiet about this time last year too. With the shit. It got quiet about this time last year. Because something happened to get it to stop. And then it took from June, July, August, September, October, 4 months for them to come up with the story about her being my sister and everything else. I mean, yeah, I know her family replaced her with me. We all know that. So I don't know what's next. I have no idea what's next. At least I know it'll be quiet for a few months at least, I hope. Maybe by then I'll be in a new environment, which will help me. You never know, right? I said everything happens the way it's meant to. And I've been noticing certain sounds I start hearing, like the ice cream truck. For some reason, it freaks me out. Well, not legally yet. For some reason, the music from the ice cream truck freaks me out. You know what's interesting? Even as a kid, I never went up to the ice cream truck. I always tried to stay away from the ice cream truck. Something about the ice cream truck, I don't know. Hence, I don't know. I hope he does. That would be nice. For him to attend it as a guest and not be working, performing in that. And then we could socialize. You know what would be a trip? Is if he goes to and as a guest and I end up somehow sitting next to him. See, they have when you get the ticket, they you have an assigned seat. So you don't know what seat you're in until you get your ticket, until they tell you, what seat you're in, and they give you a paper with that says what seat you're in and everything. Once you get there. So, who knows? But regardless, I'm going. But yeah, it would be amazing to be able to just have it socialized. I've been manifesting. What the fuck are you talking about? All I do is fucking You know what's funny? The most I've manifested is for him. For his career and that. Hello. And, so yeah, the most manifesting I do is for him and his career. It's just me. Yeah. Told him in April 2023 it was just the beginning for him with his career. I did. Yeah, this is actually pretty good. Something quick and easy. So Frankie's Alfredo. He's an entertainer. He's a singer. You know what? I'm just gonna put out his latest song. I've been in love with the band for fucking 4.5 years. It's the first time I ever laid eyes on him. Forever do the same. Which was